Dang it.
It's like 1 second. It's like
it's clicking the music too. I gotta figure out a better way.
Yeah.
I gotta get. You know what? I just gotta send you the music so you can do the music.
I can hit the music. Yeah. I can hit the music. That's all.
Well,
we've been talking about sending that music for 4 years now.
No, we only had that song for 1.5, bro. I just made
but
that.
You changed the music. We've had music the entire time we've been doing this show.
Yeah, for sure. But remember, the first time we were doing the show, we weren't doing the transition graphic like we were supposed to. Remember, Nick got on me about
true. That is true. We weren't just hitting the music straight into the next thing. We have a good time on this show.
Yeah, we do. So, Ayo Dosunmu talked glowingly about Matas Buzelis in these LA workouts. It was Ayo, Matas, Kobe, Josh Giddey. Was it Dalen as the fifth person?
Yep.
It was fine. Okay. Dalen Terry there, which is great that they're getting in their off time, on their own to work out and things like that, meeting up. They did that last year, and it was Miami last year where the whole team, but Billy Donovan went to those. It was a little bit closer to training camp. But he talked about how much weight Matas has put on already. So I went back and looked at some of the live streams Ayo's been doing with Matas, and then looked at that with where he was around the season. I do think it's not just height. I think Matas may put on a good 5 to 8 pounds of muscle, Pat.
Well, yeah, I think he's bulked up for sure. I think he's eating better. He's still in Chicago. So, you know what I mean? He knows how to handle the food of this city versus, somebody
that's
coming
why Zion could never come here.
Zion Williamson.
Oh, my.
And pool.
And, okay, food, both of them are coming.
Chicago food and Northside women? No.
Chicago food and Mariah Mills. But I think the thing with Matas is that, I love how he's bulking up. I love the fact that he has, when on the live stream, Stacey was talking to him. He's like, "You in the gym?" He's like, "Every day. Yeah. I'm in the gym. Yeah, I mean, I'm putting in the work. I'm trying to get better." I love the mindset that Matas has. I don't know if I can follow the praise that Ayo was heaping on him just yet, because
that boy
Ayo
said Giannis.
He said,
Giannis
"I can see this man being
Giannis comps in the second year is crazy, bro."
Now, what I will say is this, and I had to when I heard this, I had to go back and watch some young Giannis. First off, Matas Buzelis was drafted 10 pounds heavier than Giannis, if you can believe that. Giannis came in at
Giannis was real small when he came
194. Matas was drafted at about 204. Giannis, as a young player, was a very inconsistent, but would get hot every now and then. 3-point shooting guy.
He wasn't the star. He was there to play off of Jabari
He was supposed
Parker.
to be off of Jabari Parker. There's a lot of plays where Jabari is driving and kicking to the corner to Giannis. It looks gross. I feel like there's a long way before we get to Giannis level. I don't even know if Matas has the genes to bulk up like Giannis has. Giannis went from 194 to 246. That's a long way. That's crazy. That's a long way. But what I will say is this. There is a mindset there that is very similar to what Giannis has, and that want to be great, that want to go out there and dominate. Matas does have that. And right now, the one skill set that he can dominate at is going to the bucket. And so him bulking up, him getting stronger, it's only going to increase how efficient he is around the rim. He was incredibly efficient last season. It's going to increase how often he is putting mugs on posters around the rim. And what's going to happen is at a certain point, you get the Zach LaVine effect. Remember, Zach LaVine would drive to the rim and Muggs would just be like, "Well, not jumping in front of that." Like, you're going to start to get much easier baskets because people are going to become afraid of you going downhill. And that's where you want to be stronger. You want to be tougher because there's going to be a lot of grabbing at the wrist, grabbing at the shoulders to be able to finish through that. And Matas has shown he can be a little bit of a finesse player around that rim as well. So I don't know if I'm all the way in where Ayo is, but Ayo's getting to see him much more up close and has also guarded Giannis Antetokounmpo. But I feel like that's a long way to get to Giannis levels right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm somebody who I don't like using comps. Like I especially for star level players. I mean, in most of the time you want to use a comp like for the skill set, not necessarily the caliber of player. But Ayo's like he can dominate like Giannis. Is like, bro, can we see him take somebody off the dribble more first before we start talking about dominating like Giannis? Like, we just got to see a little bit of that. He
did get Buddy off the dribble on the baseline last year.
He did. I mean, yeah, he had a couple of moments of that, but it wasn't consistent
last year. Yeah, he just. I think the thing with Matas is too. Matas is trying to become a much more well-rounded player, and he'll probably never get to Giannis level around the rim because of that. I think Matas does want to have that three ball in his game. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because of Giannis' strength, Giannis actually looked like a point forward when he came into the league.
I mean, yeah, he was 6'8". He was 6'8". He grew to 6'11".
Yeah.
He was 6'8", 196 pounds. He was basically Josh Giddey measurements when he came into the league.
Essentially, he came into the league looking like a point forward.
And then he went from that to the next summer, 6'11", 222 pounds. He's now up to 246. Crazy, bro. It's freaking nation. When they call him a Greek freak, he is a freaking nation.
And that is why, like, the comparison, I get what Matas, I get what Io is saying about Matas, though, where, you know, you feel like he can dominate in that factor. We've talked about this. If he adds a three ball, you are going to feel like you're always on your back foot. And I feel like that's the big thing with Giannis is you never feel comfortable guarding Giannis. Like, even last season, right? There was a point where it was kind of like, all right, well, let him shoot jumpers. Who's going to stop him from getting to the rim? Like, let him shoot jumpers is great, but Giannis will also just be like, I'm not shooting this. You probably should move your wrist. Yeah. Like, I think that is the kind of conversation where if you're a defender and you're always on your back foot, that opens so much up for the offense in totality. I think that's a place where Matas can get to. But I'll ask you this, like, are we being too, like, let's wait and see?
We might be, but listen,
like the players,
I'd much rather be too much wait and see and be completely shocked and surprised than be like, Giannis is gonna take a leap. I mean, not Giannis, that Matas is gonna take a leap in year 2, and then we're like,
I feel like we're doing the remember back in the day when your PlayStation disc wouldn't work, you'd be like, man, I don't even care if this mug worked.
Yeah.
Did it work? Did it work?
No,
it's up. Get on the game. That works every time.
You know what I think it is, bro? Like, honestly, and I can admit this, it's a little bit of P-Will PTSD, bro. Like, I got to see it, bro. Like, I can't just assume anybody's taking.
Is that what you got P-Will SD.
I can't just hope anybody's gonna take a step anymore. They got to show me. That's just is what it is, bro. They got to show.
Yeah. Listen, I think that I'm right there with you. I'm excited about Matas. I do think that Matas is the real deal. I don't know if he's a superstar level player. I do think he can be a star level player, and his development and mindset will help him get there. But we got a long way to go before we get there.
Yeah.
Can he start the whole season? Like, can
he start the whole season? Can he take players off the dribble? Is he shotgunning? You can't be a star player shooting the ball 30-something% from the field. You just can't. It's just a reality.
Trae Young does.
Trae Young doesn't shoot 30-something% from the field.
I think Trae Young shoots 41% from the field.
Okay, that's not 30-something%.
Hey, it ain't good.
Yeah, oh yeah, but I mean, also he has an amazing 3-point shooting percentage to balance that out too. Like
did he last year? No, Trae Young shot like 32% last year. What did he shoot?
He shot 34% from 3 and 41% from real. That's bad.
Hey, Trae Young had a couple of seasons of being terrible from the 3-point line, but we just ignore it because he make it from the half court line. Trae Young is not a good player.
That's crazy.
He's a good facilitator.
He is a good facilitator.
He's a really good facilitator. I give him that.
Straight year leading the league in assists, I think.
I think so, something like that. He's been balling, but I tell you what, Trae Young is not an efficient player. Like, it's right above 30-something%, bro.
Hey, listen, those are chucker numbers if I've ever seen it.
This mother chucker.
We
appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. You can follow me on everything at Pat the Designer. Follow us both on everything at Locked On Bulls.
Absolutely. You can follow me at CEO Haize. Locked On Bulls is free and available on every podcasting app and platform of your choice, as well as YouTube, the Odyssey app, Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, Fubo TV.
Oh, not Fubo TV.
Basically, anywhere you want us, you can get it. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. TV. Peace, y'all.
I love that you had no idea how bad Trae Young was this year.
Bro, because I don't watch Trae. Who watches Trae Young play basketball? Once Jalen Johnson was gone, I was out. I'm not watching this.
I mean, I watched the lollipop hit the ground.